In 1993, 60 Minutes introduced America to a no-nonsense family court judge. Her name was, and still is, Judith Sheindlin.
The longer he spends not seeing his family, the more difficult it's going to be. Is that a fair statement, sir?
Yes.
Well, then let's just do it. The goal is to get them to do the right thing. Nobody who comes into my courtroom who's done the right thing is afraid. They're afraid if they come in and they do the routine thing, which is just give me a lot of rhetoric and gobbledygook, either one of two things are going to happen. Either they're going to say, I want off this case, I'm never going back there before that monster again, or they'll say, the next time I come in, I better have done my job better.
Do they ever mouth off at you?
Rarely.
Rarely, I believe it. The interview caught the eye of TV executives, and now Judge Judy is the #1 show on daytime TV. It averages 9 million viewers a day. It's syndicated by CBS Television Distribution. Her 6th book is called What Would Judy Say? A Grown-Up Guide to Living Together with Benefits. Judge Judy joins us at the table. Wow, wow,
Good
wow.
morning,
Congratulations.
good morning,
good morning.
We're going to talk about your book in just a second, but I want to talk to you about the story in Cleveland, the discovery of those young women, because I'm thinking if there ever was a judge who should sit on this case if it ever goes to trial, boy, would I love to see you sitting there, Judge Judy. What are your thoughts?
Wow. If it is as it appears that these 3 young women were abducted and held involuntarily for 10 years, I can give you my jurisprudential answer, which would be, after a trial, depending upon the laws in that jurisdiction, I think that these men, I think that there are three men, brothers who were, I believe, in their 50s,
right?
So clearly much older than these young women, should never see the light of day. If I were giving you my non-jurisprudential answer, I would say to you, I need a dull knife.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
A dull knife.
Dull knife.
Yes. All right, let's turn now.
They're more painful.
Yes.
Much more painful. There's a lot of people that feel the same way, Judge Judy, this morning.
For sure.
Let's talk about your book. What would Judy say? A grown-up guide to living together with benefits. I've heard the phrase "friends with benefits." What do you mean by this?
The people whose stories are in that book keep me in business.
Yeah.
Because so many people, most people now at least, test drive the product before they buy.
Well, that's such a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
I
I helped raise 5 children and lots of grandchildren. And everybody today is trying this living together. They think, well, let's live together and see if it works out. I said in the book, in my day, you either left your house in a pine box or a white dress. There were no choices.
Yes.
Right. But you point out about living together that your own stepdaughter moved in with her husband-to-be, and they were going to clean different parts of the house, and then she saw her husband-to-be using the same sponge to clean the toilet as the sink. And your response to her was what?
When she told me the story, she said, I don't know what to do, His chore was cleaning the bathroom, my chore was cleaning the kitchen. I saw him come in, take the kitchen sponge, go in, wipe up the toilet with it, and rinse it off, and then come put it back in the kitchen. She said, I don't know what to do about that. I said, sweetheart, this is as good as it gets. If these little things bother you, they're not going to get better.
Yeah.
The bloom will be off the rose in 10 years. So that was my advice to all of my children when they married. You can't look at this. I have a little cartoon in the book of a woman, because women are usually the culprits in this. They look at a guy and they know that there are warts there. They know that sometimes that prince is a frog.
Yes.
But what should they do?
Anyway.
So what should they do?
But on the canvas,
anyway.
what they're painting is a prince. And women tend to do 2 things. First, they tend to want to blind themselves to reality if their heart tells them that this is where they should go. And, if a guy's 40 years old, never had a job, chances are he's never going to have a job, and you're going to be the provider. If a guy is a slob, when he's 50, he ain't going to neaten up as soon as he ties the knot. So you have to be prepared. And I have a phrase, and I don't think I put it in the book, which is, don't try to teach a pig to sing. It doesn't work, and it annoys the pig. And women are usually guilty of that. Men don't care all that much about changing their mate. Women make it a habit. Bad idea.
Okay.
What's the difference between the woman we see on television and the woman that's not on television?
Well, I think we all have different personalities, Charlie. In a work environment, I was no different from
Have you
the way I
created a
am.
brand?
I certainly hope so.
That's a manufactured brand.
No, because I really think that the American viewing public are very smart. You may be able to get away with calling it in for a year or two, or being somebody else for a short period of time. But if you're going to have legs in this business, in this entertainment business, you have to be real.
Authentic.
And for me, it's easy. It makes my work easy because we're a non-scripted program. And I go out there, and if I had to remember to be this personality, my God, it would be exhausting.
Well, we are a scripted program, so I have to say goodbye. But Judge Judy, thank you for being here.
And
Thank
you've
you. It
signed
was
till
a joy.
2017, so we have more Judge Judy to
2017.
come.
More Judge Judy.
Thank you.
So What Would Judy Say is available exclusively on Amazon.com.